Hoodoo, hoodoo, trying to get up in my groove. Say what? I.
I don't know that song.
JT Money? You don't know JT Money? Who dat?
Dennis, I just said I don't know that song.
It was a big song.
When?
99 to the 2000.
Really? Okay, so yeah, then no, I'm surprised I don't know it then. I don't know that one.
It's JT Money's biggest song.
I've never even heard of JT Money.
You would know the song if you heard it.
Did he bang a Kardashian?
No, but there was another rapper on that song called Soleil.
Uh-huh.
And she kind of looks like a black Kardashian.
Okay.
Maybe. So.
A black Kardashian, maybe?
Kind of hot.
Kind of hot. Okay. All right. Who da. I don't know that one. I'll have to look it up.
Kardashian.
Who da. Now, hello, Jenny Zell.
Hello, Bob.
How are you?
Doing all right. I ate a lot of Taco Bell for dinner, and I can't stop burping now.
Good. That sounds awesome.
Taco Bell. What do you have?
What'd you get?
I got the taco box.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Shared
Taco
with my
Box.
roommate. Yeah.
Oh, you have a roommate?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh, sorry.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, that's why they're doing WrestlePals, like, because he lives here. So the other guy, not not Hulkster.
The other dude. Okay.
Oh,
Interesting.
what else are you hiding from us, Jenny?
Yes, Jenny.
A giant dick.
Jenny, you have so many secrets.
Prove it.
I was gonna.
Let me see it. Let me put it in my mouth. I mean nothing.
D's nuts. Got a D's nuts shirt on. Well, that's cool. Okay. What was I gonna say? Okay, before we get on to this episode of Deep Space Nine,
Is Ben coming?
I don't know. I don't think he's gonna.
Iffy.
Yeah.
His gif was like encouraging.
It was misleading.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, his gif was misleading. It was the dude punching the roof of his car listening to Creedence after he got his car back from the impound lot. Do you have any
think that would be a good sign, right?
Do you have any leads? Leads. Yeah, they got us working in shifts. They got 2 detectives on this one. Got us working in shifts.
That's a pretty great cameo, whoever that actor was.
That's my sister's favorite line of the whole movie.
Yeah.
Leads.
Do you have any leads?
Oh yeah.
They got us working in shifts.
Leads. So
I've been meaning to watch that again. Such a great movie.
it is wonderful.
Like, the first time I saw it, I was like, okay, that was okay. Every time you watch it, it gets better. There's not a lot of movies that do that.
Yeah, the first several times I watched it, I think I watched it like 3 times. I was like, well, I must be missing something that everybody else is seeing. I'm just like, I'm going to keep trying until I like it. And I think my final chance that I was giving it was I went to the Narrow and they did one of their big events where like people dress up and the whole thing, and they were serving like White Russians and, it was like a big event. And I watched it with a bunch of people that already appreciated the movie, and it raised it up to a level that, I was like, okay, I can get it now,
Did you watch it with a video artist?
No.
This is my friend, the video artist.
Now let me ask you a question.
I mean, it was Ghent, so maybe.
Did you watch it on weed?
No.
See,
not that time.
Yeah. See, I've seen it on weed a lot, and
But see, I think it's good enough you don't have to be on weed to appreciate it.
No, it's not. But much
I've never done a weed. I appreciate it.
All right, but the thing is, that's we'll put a pin in that one for now. But that's the thing about a lot of the Coen brothers movies is the more you watch them, I think the more you appreciate them as a whole. I remember when I was a kid, for some odd reason, Raising Arizona was one of my favorite movies growing up. Like as a young kid, I would watch Raising Arizona all the time.
When did that come out?
That came out, I want to say Raising Arizona came out in 86.
Oh, I thought they came out in the 90s or something.
No, I was thinking it was even earlier in the 80s.
Raising Arizona.
I'm sorry, late.
Raising Arizona came out in 1987. I remember seeing Raising Arizona. So I was around 10. I remember watching Raising Arizona a lot because, like, boy, you got a panty on your head and all that stuff. Like, I thought it was hilarious. Like, I just thought the whole idea of the movie's great. But then as
I
I
didn't
watched,
know until recently that was a Coen brother movie.
yeah, it's a great, yeah, dude, it's great.
I'll have to give it a try.
My name ain't Nathan, Arizona. I love that movie. It's great. But yeah, as an adult, I watched it and I have a whole new appreciation for it. That I think that a lot of the Coen brothers' works are similar to that.
I'll have to get over Nicolas Cage being in it.
No, this is when Nicolas Cage was great.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, this is great Nicolas Cage.
Pre-Face Off.
Yes. Yes. And Face Off is great Nicolas Cage.
No, it's not.
They just miscast them.
Face Off.
John Travolta,
That movie is fucking horrible.
It should have switched.
They did switch.
No. What I'm saying is
That's the whole point of the movie, Bob. I think they missed it.
They wasted Nick Cage's crazy having him be the family man guy.
The agent.
Yes.
As opposed to being Castor Pollux or
Castor
whatever.
Troy was his name.
Troy.
Dennis. He should have been Castor Troy for the second half of the film, or for the second 2/3 of it. It would have been a lot better, in my humble opinion. I think it was miscast. But that's just me. I love it.
Wasn't he Castor in the beginning of the movie?
He was Castor in the beginning of the movie. There's Sophie. She should.
Oh my God, she's grown up.
She'll be 9 this year.
Holy.
That's crazy.
She's just grabbing her books.
Ooh, we love
Mario.
Mario.
We love Mario.
I love Mario too.
Dennis loves Mario too. That's Dennis and Jenny.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh my God.
I know.
Everyone loves Mario.
She's a 9-year-old. All right, 9-year-old.
That's crazy.
Soon to be 9-year-old.
So she's about ready for Raising Arizona.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Has she seen it yet?
No, I'm a better parent than mine were.
It's okay. I think I saw Aliens when I was like 7.
I watched Predator all the time when I was a kid. All right.
Why do you have 2 Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy?
Because it's great.
Well, the one reason why this was the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy that I bought when I was a kid. That's the one that I bought when I was a kid. This is my Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy that I bought at my school.
That's the one I had.
Yeah.
At the book fair, right?
Yes, I got this at the book fair. Yes, that's exactly right.
I missed out on the book fair, man. I was getting a bunch of garbage, I guess, because I didn't read that series until I was like in college.
I'll tell you later. But yeah, that's why I have 2, because
I think I got it in 8th grade.
I think the new one is better. I'm reading the new one.
See,
what's the new one?
Well, she's reading my newer copy of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Oh.
Yeah, Sophie's reading Hitchhiker. She really enjoys the film.
Good parenting.
It's good.
Good parenting.
It's good. I like the movie a lot too.
Jenny doesn't like it, but I like it.
Books so long and thinks of all the fish. Is that just the book?
Yeah, these are the sequels.
I was actually talking to somebody today about Hitchhiker's Guide.
It's a great movie.
They had seen the movie but hadn't read the book, and I strongly recommended the book because the scene with the whale and the vase of petunias is not in the movie, and that's one of my favorite parts of the book.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite parts of the book too. Yeah, I thought the whale is in the movie. Isn't the whale in the movie?
He is.
The whale is in the movie
Because the missile turns into a whale.
Really?
Yeah,
The missile turns into a whale.
Yeah, the whale's in the film.
Really?
Yeah, you might have to go back and rewatch that, Dennis.
Yeah.
I think because the whale is in the movie.
Huh. But do they have his ponderings in the movie too?
I don't know. I think the narrator is talking over the whale's ponderings in the film.
Oh, okay.
He is.
Yeah.
Because
I don't mind watching again. I like that movie.
I love that movie.
Because the whale's saying, "Oh, what's this?" And then he's like, "Sky." And then he's like, "What's this? Hound? Ground. I wonder if it'll be my friend." And then he falls on it and then he explodes.
Yep, that's it. There you go. Right from Sophie.
She's so adorable.
Yeah. Good night, Sophie. Yeah, Sophie rules. Because we started reading Hitchhikers. I just started reading it to her one night, and then she's like, "Well, can I read more?" And I said, "Yeah, sure." So I gave it to her, and she's just reading it. She said some of the words she doesn't understand, but she's 8, and Douglas.
She probably doesn't get the whole concept of, well, if you had attended the meeting that that we had planned this.
Yes. Some of the nuances, but she digs it. So
Nice. You're
That's
doing a
awesome.
good job, man. You and Stephanie are doing a good job raising
thank
those
you.
kids.
Thank you. They're good kids. They're easy to raise. I'm just like I'm sure yours are too, Dennis.
No, they're terrible.
There's challenging days, but most days are pretty great. Before we move on to the actual Deep Space Nine episode, what did you guys think of the Picard trailer? Thoughts?
I'm excited.
Thoughts? Okay.
You know, I saw
anything
somebody today, like the Star Trek Twitter account tweeted something, and it was like, "Oh, this is a disaster happening" or something. You know, they were commenting on something Star Trek related about something bad that happened in the show. You know, it wasn't like saying it was a disaster in execution. It was just like a disaster that happened in the show, and somebody commented on it like, "Oh, just like that Picard trailer."
Oh God!
I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
Yeah.
What?
Somebody give that guy
Get
a
out.
hug.
Yeah. Right.
People like that need a hug.
They do. They really do.
I feel like it makes me sad whenever people say stuff like that on the internet because they're totally just looking for attention.
Yeah. Now, Jenny, what did you like about the trailer?
As we do a podcast.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know that I had any like specific thing that I liked about it. It was just it got me ready to see another Star Trek show, and it's good to see Captain Picard again.
It is.
I like 7 and 9 in there.
I was kind of shocked 7 and 9 was in there because like their paths never crossed.
No, but it makes sense that if he became an admiral eventually, as was alluded to because people called him Admiral in the trailer, then obviously with his Borg past, he would have some dealings with 7 and 9 once they came back from the Delta Quadrant because she's this, liberated Borg.
True. That's going to be a lot of off.
Like, what's up, baby? I'm Locutus.
Yeah, you know me. Let me holler at you. That's gonna be a lot of off-camera kind of exposition they're gonna have to explain.
Yeah.
I will say I didn't see Hugh in the trailer. I guess Hugh was in there somewhere from iBorg, which I
don't know if he was in the trailer, but he was on the panel.
Oh, he was on the panel?
That's what I saw. That he was on the panel with Patrick Stewart, Brent Spiner, and Jerry Ryan. So he must play a role in the show.
Hugh, all right. So Hugh's there. Yeah, because they were mentioning Hugh, and I was like, I didn't see him in the trailer, but I thought maybe I missed something. Who do you think the girl is? Like the girl in the beginning?
Well, I saw one like screen capture blow up, like when it looks like they're in a prison or something. There's a sign, and I noticed it in the trailer, but it went by too fast. I couldn't read it. It's like this facility has gone, X number of days since the last whatever. I couldn't read the whole thing, but the last word in there is assimilation. So it's like, I think it might be like Hugh's cube that has been released from Borg control.
Interesting.
And so they're like being overseen to make sure that they don't reassimilate to the Borg.
This is Borg control to Major Hugh. I'm stepping through the door.
And I'm feeling in the most collective way.
Tell my wife I assimilated her very much. She knows.
Because she is in our Borg cube.
He's sitting in my Borg cube. The Borg cube is square.
And I don't really care.
So I thought the Picard trailer looks cool. I'm excited to see it. I haven't seen anybody kind of naysay it too much, but again, I agree with Dennis. If you're naysaying the Picard trailer after 2 minutes, you just really need to.
The best thing, though, is people being mad at the Orville for going behind the paywall.
Oh, that's the best. That's the best thing in the whole wide world.
So delicious.
But wait, I missed out on this
You didn't
drama.
see
What is
this?
this?
Okay, so
No.
apparently the saving grace of Star Trek fandom, the Orville, they announced at Comic-Con that they are moving exclusively to Hulu, and that their 26th episode season is going to be cut down to 13 episodes. So it's basically now just a funny discovery.
The book.
Yes.
So is it it like on regular Hulu, or is it you could get an extra subscription for like Fox on Hulu or some shit like that?
It's been moved.
It's just Hulu.
It's just Hulu. They didn't really get into the specifics of it, but I mean, Hulu's a paywall. Like and I bet Hulu is probably more expensive than my CBS All Access account at this point because I get commercials, baby. My shit's like $4.99.
I think Hulu is like $7.99 for with commercials.
Yes, because now I'm curious because I saw the numbers for the Orville, and I guess the premiere first season numbers were around like 9 million people watched it. The season finale of 2, it was like 2 million. So that's a pretty big drop off, and they're moving it to Hulu. I think the show's over. Like,
I don't know. I think when they move stuff to streaming services, like it can survive with smaller numbers because there's such a, there's no way to really monitor. I guess you can see how many people watch it or whatever, but it's like a peanut butter spread. They just care about the number of subscribers at the end of the day.
Yeah, but still, though, I mean, it is interesting that was just a cash grab.
It's like if that's your biggest complaint is that you can't have it for free. Like, what kind of Star Trek fan are you?
Not a good one.
I was just drinking their tears. I was like, oh yes. Yes.
Yeah, I thought it was really funny too. And I will say the one thing that makes me nervous is I'm afraid the show is going to be very data centric because we talked about this a little bit on Twitter. The data story arc is a road that we have traveled ad nauseum. I don't think there's any stone left unturned on that trail for me. What else can you do with data? Like, I don't care anymore. Like, you're really going to have to wow me if we're going to talk about data because he's one of the first things you see in the trailer and he's the last thing you see in the trailer. And that makes me nervous.
And the fact that he was on the panel too. Because I can understand them maybe promoting that Data's in the show just to capture some of that nostalgia from TNG. But I kind of got the sense from the trailer that he's not really that important to the story.
That's what I was wondering too. If they're just kind of putting him in there.
Story, so
I don't know. It makes me nervous though because he's they pull him out of the drawer and there he is.
He's really he's added a lot of memory in those.
Picard's got him under the socks and underwear. Oh, here's my data.
Yeah, there he is. Well, I know this thing is in here somewhere. Where's my data? So, all right. So the Picard trailer looks good. I'm excited to see it. So there you go. There you go. I'm going to hit pause. All right, there we go. Now there'll be a big enough gap. That's what she said in the recording that I'll be able to find it. That was all Patreon exclusive stuff. So congratulations to the Patreons. Welcome to season 6 of Deep Space Nine. How you guys doing, Jenny?
On Dork Trek.
Still gassy.
Still get too much Taco Bell. Now you said you guys split a box.
Yeah, it's like you get like 10 burritos, tacos, soft tacos for like $12 or something.
10 of each of those?
No.
Oh.
Split it however way you want. That would be amazing. That would be like 1980s price Taco Bell.
It would be.
Taco Bell's expensive. I think, did we talk about this recently on this podcast?
Yes, we have.
Yes, Taco Bell's kind of
Everything's
pricey.
Expensive.
It's true.
Everything's expensive now.
True that.
Even McDonald's is like $10 for a combo or something.
See, now, man, I get
that sounds like a good deal you got though for that many, like 10 tacos or burritos for what, $12 you said?
Mm-hmm.
That's not bad.
Mm.
Yeah. It's still pretty good. I mean, by the time you pay all the tax and everything in Virginia Beach, it's like $50, but
Wait, now are those supreme or regular?
Just regular.
Just regular. Just regular, baby.
And I think they have a box that you can get supreme or you can get the hey, it's Ben. He's on an away mission.
Oh, hey Ben, what are you doing?
Ben is in the shuttlecraft.
Are you driving?
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't think this is safe.
I'm on the way back from the Bama Quadrant, and there've been some issues. There've been some delays.
The nebula.
There was the George Wallace Nebula of Doom that I had to escape.
Oh my God, he's gone.
The Grim Hadar.
He's back.
So, yeah, not the best, but thank you. Love to all the Patreons.
It's like he's accepting an award via satellite.
No, the shelling has stopped, but all of the city is under high alert tonight. The streets are pretty empty.
Thank you, Wolf Blitzer.
Ben, where are you going?
I'm going home.
To Alabama?
No, I'm coming back.
Well, now where are you on your
location?
Where are you on your way back from good old Alabama?
Yeah, I said the Bama Quadrant.
So, but I know that part. But are you still in the Bama quadrant? Or are you in like the Georgia quadrant or the South Carolina quadrant?
No, I'm actually back in Federation space, just on the rim. But yeah.
What's your estimated time arrival back at the station?
No, I won't be back in time to do tonight's show, but I just wanted to check in once I got signal back.
Now that you're through the wormhole.
Hold on, yeah.
Communications have been reestablished.
Yes, communications have been reestablished. There is a little bit of lag coming on your end, so
I'm going to go ahead and drop.
Okay.
But I just wanted to say, hey, everybody, and I miss everybody.
We miss you too, Benjamin. Get back to Federation space safely.
Yeah. Watch out for those Borg cubes.
Yeah, watch out for the Borg cubes. Hey, what do you think of the Picard trailer real fast?
I think it was awesome.
All right.
Anything, like I said, anything with more Romulans and Vulcans, I'm in.
All right.
So.
No Klingons.
Yeah, I didn't see any.
We'll see what happens. So, you know how they are. They're like roaches. They pop up when you least expect them, and then they're everywhere. Well, I'm just saying what Ben can say, but we lost him. I was channeling my inner Ben. All right, Ben, we'll be safe, buddy. We'll talk to you soon.
Talk to you guys soon.
Later, buddy.
Bye.
Bye.
How do I turn it off?
I gotcha.
Just kick him out.
I love Ben. I'm glad he joined us for a moment. That was like a brief cameo.
That always fun when Ben calls from the road.
That was like Julian's appearance in this episode. He's like, "Hey, what's going on? All right, we good? All right, I'm leaving."
Yeah.
Just here for the paycheck.
Yep, just getting paid. All right, that means I'll get a royalties check in 3, 2, 1. All right, peace. I'm out. So this is Behind the Lines.
I will say the Wikipedia page on this is really scarce.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now too. I couldn't agree with you more.
Might have to go to Memory Alpha.
Yeah, it's not a very good. I think this episode deserves more than 3 paragraphs, right?
Yeah.
Now, I will ask you this. Is this a case of the TNG-itis where they focus on the less interesting of the 2 storylines? Because there's 2 storylines here. One of them is the Defiant, captained by Dax, going to a mission to destroy an array that is giving away positions of cloaked ships. What they said, 3 or 4 light years away, and they have to fly through very dangerous space to get to this array. They have to fly through like a nebula or some shit like that.
Sounds awesome. I can't wait to see this on the screen.
That's the B story.
Yeah.
The A story, I think, is just as interesting, but for different reasons, because we have the moving along of the
resistance.
The resistance that Dennis, that you said was so lacking in the last episode for you.
Yeah.
So was this a good
Wheels are in motion.
Was this a good fit for you because of the focus upon the resistance, if you will?
I think so. They eventually get to it, you know, like stuff actually happening, as opposed to talking about resisting. They're like actually resisting in this episode.
Well, they're openly resisting in this episode in a very sneaky and conniving way, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they, I guess, at Quark's bar at the moment, your boy, what's his name there, DeMar, they found his iPad. They stole his iPad.
DeMar DeRozan?
Yeah, DeMar DeRozan. They stole DeMar's iPad, and it had a bunch of really bad shit in there about what to do about.
He wrote this memo like, hey, man, we can't get no Ketracel White, so we should poison the last batch so that all the Jem'Hadar die.
Well,
we don't have to worry about them tweaking out.
Yeah, well, because he's saying that if they run out of white, they're going to go nuts and kill us all, which I don't think is entirely false. I mean, I think this is a very well thought out kind of calculated method. The last thing you need is a bunch of like tweaking, jonesing, in withdrawal, trained soldiers running around.
Yeah.
So
but this seems to be the kind of thing that you should just mention to Gul Dukat instead of writing an official memo that somebody else could accidentally see eventually.
Yeah.
Signed with
This should
love.
not be written down anywhere.
Hugs and kisses, Dumar to his favorite Gul Ducati Wadi. Kissy, kissy, bissy, bissy, kill them all. Okay.
Because even Wei Yun would be receptive to this idea, you know? Because the Jem'Hadar have no love for the Borda.
Yeah, no.
They just follow them because they give them the white. So
Wei Yun would be like I would imagine Wei Yun would be the one poisoning all the white. Yeah. Like, hell yeah,
like, this ain't nothing new, man. I already had this plan in motion.
Yeah, like you ain't getting nothing by me, baby. I've already done some lab tests on the poison that we made. They 8 dead Jem'Hadar dudes right over there.
He's ready to cut the product.
But we got a bunch of naked Wayuns upstairs making some drugs. Like
I would like to see that.
Like there's because Wayun has a bunch of clones, so they're all naked Wayuns.
Why not have these extra clones like with the the masks on and all naked?
Like in New Jack City. And then Pookie Wayun comes in and he's all like, ah!
It's Chris Rock?
Yes, it's Chris Rock. That's the weird part about it. But
what
yeah,
a great get for DS9.
I mean, at the time, I don't think
at the time it wouldn't have been. No.
Yeah, 97. This is probably right when he was starting to blow up again.
Just before the Chris Rock show.
Yeah. I
would imagine.
But yeah, so you have...
Because that's really when he got really famous, right? When he had the Chris Rock show on HBO?
Yes. And he did that HBO special, the big one that got him back with the CR
Bigger
in the
and
background.
Blacker?
Yes, I believe it was Bigger and Blacker, which was made famous by his own work. And then I love the way they lampooned it on The Office when Michael Scott was trying to do the jokes from the special. That's a really great episode from The Office. Oh, so it's okay if Chris Rock says it? But yes, so is this a case of that where the story off camera is more interesting than the one on camera? Dennis, I present the question to you because last week you were the one that was so emphatic about the idea of there not being enough counter-revolutionary activities for your life.
Well, it was just the fact that in the episode before, Kira was resolved, like she saw that the Vedic kill herself and she's like, all right, that's it. That's the last straw. But it wasn't the last straw. She needed one more straw, apparently, in the last episode. And that was the last straw. So now she's actually resisting.
Now she got
it was almost like the last episode was like a filler or something, and they just kind of like they meant for it to be like later in the season or earlier or something, and they're like, well, we got to work this storyline in here. Let's just casually mention it and then get back to it later.
Like, I mean, I appreciate how they had the A and the B story in the last episode was, Worf's son and Gul Dukat's daughter. Like,
yes.
That relationship and how it was affecting the war effort. on those two different fronts. Like that was fine with me, but I just hated how Kira was still kind of like getting sucked into complacency.
Yes.
Just because Gul Dukat's daughter was there. It seemed kind of silly to me.
But now there's no complacency. Now we actually see this thing moving
now they're
along.
like stealing pads and giving it to the Jem'Hadar so they can see that DeMar DeRozan is planning their fate.
Some bad stuff happening here, Jack. And there's
They have a big old bar fight.
Yeah, which is pretty sweet. And like this just ain't like a regular bar fight. This is like Adam Pac-Man Jones at a strip club bar fight. Like there are knives out and there's
fighting over the breakfast buffet.
Yeah, there's somebody getting blasted. Like I believe at one point there's like a blaster goes off and somebody gets stunned. I mean, this is some real deal stuff. This is NBA All-Star Weekend in Las Vegas.
Somebody got stabbed in the chest. The Jem'Hadar got stabbed in the chest.
And then
it was a great fight.
And I believe
as far as bar fights go on Star Trek, it was great.
I believe at one point a Cardassian was actually picked up and given a backbreaker.
Yes, that was the finishing move for the fight.
Yes. Now, did the backbreaker kill that guy, or was he just mortally wounded, a la Batman and Bane?
I don't know.
Because there was a backbreaker, and if you look, the guy kind of hit the ground like, he was really selling it. So
yeah.
Maybe this is
he was a good partner in the ring.
Yeah, maybe
told the move.
Oh, my back. Oh.
Like Jenny, I'm sure you see that move all the time when you watch WWE.
Mm-hmm.
Do they still do backbreakers?
I'm not sure that they do actually. I feel like that's kind of been phased out because it's really not safe.
But they're not actually breaking anybody's back.
No. But like they're trying to be more careful about like people or like any moves that like lead to more serious injuries, like trying to avoid people getting concussions so that they don't go kill their families and shit.
Yeah. I heard they did bring back the Tombstone pile driver though, right? Did they bring back the Tombstone?
I feel like they did. Yeah, like in a fairly recent match. I don't know.
Because the Tombstone pile driver is safe. I do it to my son all the time. I haven't broken his neck yet. You just gotta make sure you get their heads up high enough and land on your knees.
Now I will say, like, I have a bad personal experience with the suplex because when I was in the second grade, this kid, before school started, we were outside, like in the playground area, just waiting for school to start or whatever. And this kid, I don't even know who he was. Like he was like a third or fourth grader, so he was bigger than me. He was just like, "Hey, check this out!" And he picked me up and he fucking suplexed me. And in the playground, there was like this area where I guess there used to be a fence, so like all the dirt was all bunched up and hard. And he suplexed me right on there. My mom had to come pick me up and take me to the doctor's office to pick up my back.
That's awesome. All right, you're okay now though.
I'm fine. I lived.
Whatever happened to that kid that suplexed you?
I never saw him again.
Wow.
He might not have even been in my school.
You know what? Maybe he grew up to be...
He might have just gone from school to school suplexing kids.
Maybe he grew up to be like Shawn Michaels or something.
Maybe. I don't know.
That's you got suplexed by Jeff Hardy. Congratulations.
Hey, you know what? It's a price we pay.
I suplex Bobby sometimes on the bed. It's pretty fun. Just pick him up because he likes it. I just put him back down.
On a bed.
Yeah,
the bed is meant for suplexing. Hard ground, not so much.
I DDT'd a kid one time on concrete. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know.
Wait a second. This wasn't in Goose Creek, South Carolina, was it?
No.
Okay.
I just DDT'd him. Most of my arm hit the ground, but his head did hit the ground, and he was not pleased. That move was outlawed. That move was outlawed from our neighborhood wrestling after that because people could really get hurt. How was I supposed to know it would actually hurt? I mean, I am dropping your head onto the hard ground. Well, they didn't have that little disclaimer before. Don't do any of this stuff beforehand. How are we supposed to know?
It looks like fun.
Looks so cool, man.
So, but yes. I'm sorry you were suplexed, Dennis.
Yeah.
Maybe we can go back and find that kid and kick his ass.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we have that's not
what's cool about that fight scene though is Cork came from behind the bar to try to break it up before it happened. It's like, come on, Cork, what are you doing?
Then he gets thrown over the bar, which is really awesome.
Yeah, DeMar fucking throws him over the bar.
But then we have a wrinkle in the plan, a fly in the ointment, if you will, because guess who shows up at the station is that damn changeling lady, whatever her name is. I don't even know if she has a name.
She doesn't. Then that's the question that Odo asks her is like, do you have a name? She's like, we don't have use for names. Because they get really philosophical about how the changeling society works.
Yeah.
You know, like, oh, we are one and we are many.
Yeah, and she shows up and they do a good job explaining how she's there because at first I was like, well, how did she get through the landmines? How did she get through the mines? Well, she was on the other side of the quadrant, so she can't get through the wormhole to get back to the gamma quadrant. So she just came to visit.
That makes sense. She's like the boss, you know? Like she's running everything. So it makes sense that she would be on the front lines, like directing the war.
But she gets stuck on this side, so she can't go back. So she figures while she's here, she'll visit Odo. They'll pay a visit. And of course, they link. Of course they do. I'm at the gym watching this on my headphones. I'm like, don't do it, Odo. Don't do it. And of course they link.
So creepy.
And Odo is just...
It is, because it's basically sex.
Yeah. It's lick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just melting their genitals together.
It feels so good.
Let's melt our genitals. Yeah.
It must be
Let
great,
us become one.
Odo's willing to betray everybody because just to link with this bitch.
Well, he has so many questions about his dumb...
I think he just wants to link, though.
Yeah,
That's a good link.
Yeah, but he also wants to know all of his dumb
Hey, man, she
questions
gives good link.
about his dumb stuff and like, what am I doing? What's happening? Why do I have all these questions about my life? I need things. Blah, blah, blah. He's just being whiny and he just sells all of his friends out for his own personal gain. I mean, granted, he wants to know where he comes from and stuff, but why does any of that matter? You even said before that you wanted to be with the solids. So why does it matter now?
Yeah, I kind of thought he was over it.
Yeah.
Because they had that whole arc of it, like him being curious about the changelings, and then he stood his ground. He's like, no, I'm fucking, my friends are solids.
Yeah, but he sells his...
Be a solid.
He sells his friends out real quick after he links. And then even Kira's like, what are you doing? Where are you? Like, what's happening? She's like, oh, man, I was busy linking all night long. And he's like, well, don't do that again. You can't be linking like that, sucker.
Yeah. And, you know, he said that the female changeling wasn't in the room. I think she was in the room.
Mm-hmm. She's hiding out as a chair.
Yeah, she could be whatever, man. She could have been Odo for all we know.
Exactly.
I actually thought that was going to happen in one of the scenes, like when Kira was talking to him later and like, why did you do that? You know, you sold everybody out. And I thought it was going to turn into her and like she just tricked him into getting all the information or whatever. But at that point, it was too late anyway.
I'm here now.
Or even worse, they just separate like it was both Odo and that chick at the same time, and they just...
Yeah. She was linking him on the inside the whole time.
They were 69 in though, so when they changed. Oh, don't mind us. We were just Link 69. And oh, damn it. You mean I was watching that the whole time? Like, yes, you were. Link 69.
They're into that shit. They're like fucking Link exhibitionists.
Let's do all that linking.
Let's go link on the promenade.
And
everybody will be watching us.
Yeah.
Everybody be watching us do some
Cork is like charging admission. Hey man, you want to see some hardcore linking going on?
I mean, it's got to be hard for him though. You've got this.
These Link 69.
You got these people that don't drink, they don't gamble, they just stand there staring, looking at you.
I'm sure the Jem'Hadar would love to see some changeling sex going on.
Oh, they'd be so into that. So, I mean,
like, oh man, the gods are fucking.
You know who would be more into that? Wayoon. Yeah. Wayoon would be like, this is the best thing ever.
Yeah.
Yes, Link with your genitals.
He's doing his little Vorta masturbation.
So many linking.
This keeps getting creepier.
So many genitals. Yes.
Can you just make every part of your body into genitals?
Link all the genitals to all the mouths.
All of my fingers are dicks. All of my fingers are vaginas. Link, link, link.
We're linking all night long. But yes, but
She linked
unfortunately,
me so hard.
oh man, you really linked me, and you linked me all night long. But yeah, so this is what we're seeing. We're not seeing any of the cool battle. We're seeing this.
No. And it sounds like it was a cool battle.
It was.
We
It
just
was.
saw. We just got to see Cisco worrying.
To me,
Admiral, I am not going to sleep until the Defiant is back.
Even if you ask me to go to bed, I will not,
I
because
will go to my room, but I will not sleep.
you're not the boss of me.
For sleep? For everything else, yes, you are the boss, but not my sleep.
it's very much to me. This episode just screams we spent all of our money early in the season. We don't really have a lot of budget left. You remember how many ships were in that one episode at the beginning of the season with all those Starfleet ships? There was thousands of them.
I did notice when the very first shot where they showed the starbase and there were ships around it, like it was kind of cheesy because they had 3 of the exact same ships in the same angle, like next to each other.
Yeah.
I was like, man, they just copied and pasted that shit.
They probably spent a lot of their budget on another episode. They probably are going to spend their budget on a later episode. They said, you know what? We can't really spend a lot of money here. So this is going to be more of a story about these guys, about the resistance.
And liquid sex.
And liquid.
I mean, this is only the 4th episode into the season, so if they've already blown most of the budget, this is gonna be weird.
But I'm also taking this as they listened to Dennis and they said, you know what, we got to show more of this resistance thing because Dennis is straight pissed. We heard the last episode, so we got to make this right by Dennis.
And more linking.
Dad,
Let me link you up and down.
we know Dennis likes 2 things: resistance and linking,
Yes.
but not in that order because that would be illegal.
Check. Oh, you can't resist when it comes to Lincoln, baby.
Lincoln, I've been thinking.
Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah, baby, we're gonna be linking all night long.
I went to Lincoln, Nebraska, baby.
Mm-hmm. And it's fun too because linking is essentially that's because when Kira comes eventually, it's like, you linked with her. That was the reaction of a girlfriend, not a regular friend, if you will.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, even worse, it's a girl who's been teasing you to think that maybe you could link with her one day, but then she gets pissed when you link with somebody
I
else.
can't believe you would do that. Why would she?
It's so jealous.
To be
like,
fair,
well-
though, I don't think she was jealous more so than you fucked over Rom.
Yeah.
And probably now she's like, well, now
Rom's getting
like does
raped
he
by
have like
Jim
a
LeBar right now.
does he have like a link STD or something? Did he use protection when he linked?
Well, we can't skip
Like-
too far ahead
Yeah, we were kind of jumping around.
because what happens is after they link, they still keep Odo in the meeting of the resistance, which is stupid. And I think it's so weird that they're just so obvious. Well, I'll see you at the resistance meeting tonight. Like, come on, dude. Like, you got to come
Yeah,
up with
call
a
it something else.
Yeah, come up with
Hey,
a different.
I'll see you at poker tonight.
Yeah.
Something, right?
Even if they went, I'll see you at poker. Wink, wink.
Poker, you know what I mean?
Resistance poker.
Yeah. It's a new game where 7s are wild.
Yeah.
But yeah, so at the resistance meeting, they come up with the plan because your boy, Joe Dumars gets all wasted. And
Dumar's ice cream?
yes, Dumars ice cream. For those of you in Norfolk, Virginia, try Dumars ice cream. It's very good. But Dumar gets all banged out on his beverage of choice. I believe, which is like kind of like space.
Limeade.
Yes, he gets drunk on space Hennessy. And
Cardassian Hennessy.
yeah, so he gets all wasted. They start drinking together, him and your boy,
Quark.
and eventually,
And you know, whenever Quark is pouring you free drinks, you should know you're getting played.
oh yeah. But maybe
He even
Dumars.
gave him a look like he knew, but he went ahead with it anyway because it's
Like,
free booze, I guess.
You know what?
Yeah.
My need for alcohol clearly outweighs my need for government secrets.
Operational security is not that important, right?
Booze me. Look, I need some drinks. I need to get my drink on. So he gets
Loose lips, mine wormholes.
Yes. So he gets his booze on because that's a big area of disagreement between this nameless founder who shows up and Gold Dukat is because these mines aren't gone yet. They're still here. It's been 4 episodes. The mines are still there. They can't get any. They can't figure out any way to get rid of the mines. It's terrible.
It would have been great if she said, "Hey, man, it's been 4 episodes.
Come on, man. We got thousands of ships on the other side of the fucking wormhole. What you doing? What you could do and go do? You too worried about your daughter's paintings and getting some dresses for some skeezers. You need to get them. If you was as worried about getting them mines out of the way as you was about scoring dresses for your ladies, we got no problems.
Yeah.
See, and if they just kept Minesweeper on the pads,
It's true.
then they would have been able to figure it out.
Maybe
I mean, like, oh, okay, if I just,
Damar apparently was playing Minesweeper.
Yes, he's like
with a plan.
he comes up with a good plan. They changed they kind of rig the deflector to turn into
An
gravitational beam. Yeah.
Yeah, anti-graviton beam or something like that.
They track the track.
Yeah.
They track some track and they say, "Oh no."
Rom's like, oh no, they can't do that. That won't work. Except if they do this, then that'll work.
And it's exactly what they're doing.
So what they say to themselves is, "Hey, we need to fix this. So we need to prevent this from happening. So we're going to come up with a secret plan for you to get up there to mess with the deflector." But alas, they cannot mess with the deflector because it's in a very secure area. So they come up with a plan to have your boy Odo turn off the security systems for a minute to do diagnostics. Then Rom will sneak in, then everything will work out perfectly, right?
Mhm.
It's like Ocean's DS9.
Yes. But
exactly. Everything's going to be timed exactly right.
Yeah.
But
We
unfortunately,
got the Chinese guy in the box. He's going to come out the box.
But unfortunately, one of the actors didn't play their parts in this.
He was too busy linking, baby.
She comes back and she links him. She's like, "Oh, I want to link you." And he's like, "I got stuff I got to do. I can't." It's like, but look at this. And she turns her body into blob. And he's like, "I can't resist." And even Nerys,
Come on, baby. We need to be linking like the Emancipation Proclamation. Let's go.
right. We got to be on the $5 bill together, baby. We got to be linking. So,
Hey, you know what Kennedy's secretary's name was?
Lincoln.
You know what my favorite band is? Linkin Park.
That's right.
So they're busy linking, and Kira's making the call. "Dude, where are you? Where are you? We got to get the come in. And he doesn't come, and Rom gets busted. The alarms go off.
Right when she warns him, she's like, "Don't do it, Rom."
Too late.
I just did it.
For someone who's, you know what, though? I think it works for Rom because he is kind of so advanced in his technological prowess that he's kind of an idiot. It's realistic.
I think he'll be able to talk his way out of this, to be honest with you.
Shit. How's he going to do that,
Not
Dennis?
Rom.
I think everybody thinks he's stupid.
I
Like,
mean,
he really is smart, but he just comes across as really dumb. Like, he's book smart, you know what I mean?
mhm.
But people think he's an idiot. So
Well,
He could be like, oh, I was trying to fix it, but I messed up.
why does he sound like that?
that's how he sounds.
It doesn't sound
That's
like
true.
he doesn't sound like Leonardo DiCaprio from Gilbert Grape. What do you do?
That's how he sounds.
I could see him playing that off, though. I could definitely see that working.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out next week. But
Yeah, but you know, all we've heard throughout the years is the interrogation tactics of these bad dudes, the Cardassians, and now the Jem'Hadar are there too. And I'm sure they're not going to be.
who do you think's interrogating him? The Cardassians or the Jem'Hadar?
I would guess all of
Probably
them.
the Cardassians, right?
I would feel like the Cardassians because they're more like manipulative and kind of more calculating, where Jim and Hart seem to be just like warriors. They're just going to fight. They'd probably just kick his ass, if anything.
They're on the execution squad.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's going to be tough to figure out.
It seemed weird to me that like they went ahead with the plan when Kira's trying to like call Odo and say like, "Hey, are you ready?" And he's not answering because he's too busy getting his link on.
Get your link
and
on. Get your link on.
Why did they?
He's like,
I know that they
ignore.
planned out.
Ignore.
You stop.
Let me turn my ringer off, baby.
She's just trying to get at me now because she knows I'm here linking with you, Mama. She's jealous. She's jealous.
Does that make you hot, female changeling?
She's jealous of me.
You want Kira to watch us link?
Would that turn you on? Would that give you a weird shape-shifting boner? You a freak? You a freak like that? Yeah, you is. You a freak. You's a freak.
Maybe this is why Odo is doing this. Like he wants to. He just wants to make Kira jealous.
Yeah.
Could
See,
be.
this could have been yours right here.
You see how satisfied that female changeling is? That could be you.
I got
but you tripping.
I got a limousine outside a mile long. And there's 20 women in there tonight, and they're waiting to link with me.
They're all ready to ride Space Mountain.
Yep.
They're all ready for security detail on Space Mountain, you understand?
That's right. They're all ready to link with me, baby.
That's right.
But yeah, no, it's just a bad scene here, man. Like, so the plan goes awry, and Kira kind of confronts him. It's like, what happened? What were you doing? He's like, I was linking. I've been thinking about that ass, that liquid ass, baby.
We were linking till we were stinking.
And the thing is, too, like, the stupid changeling, the stupid changeling is basically just hitting Odo with the dumbest arguments, like philosophy 101 bullshit.
So what happens when you're away from the link? The drop is the ocean. And what happens when you're back in? The ocean is the drop. Just all this goofy shit that's annoying and stupid.
Oh, that makes so much sense.
He's hitting it with like hippy dippy bullshit.
Yeah.
He's easily impressed because he's not around them very often.
Yeah.
So it's
He
like,
just wants to
I bet
link.
he's never heard this dumb shit before.
Like, I really got the feeling that linking, more than just sex, it's like doing drugs.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he got clean for a while, but she's back to tempt him. She's like, come on, baby, I got the best stuff now. You got to try this new link. It's like, oh, new link? What does it do? Oh, man, it makes you feel like you the ocean and the drop. Oh.
It turns all your bad feelings into good feelings.
You don't want none of this, Odo.
It's a nightmare.
I think I do want it, female changeling.
Yeah. And then when Kira confronts him, Odo's just like, oh, yeah, none of that matters. Like, it doesn't matter what happened to Rom.
It was like he was still coming down, you know what I mean?
Like, that must have been the best link in the whole wide world.
Yeah. Yeah. It was all linked up.
It was all linked up, baby. So, and then that's kind of how the episode ends. Like, Kira is pissed, and Odo is just like off in.
Yeah. And when Kira leaves, the female changeling was just in the little alcove.
Mm-hmm.
She was listening to the whole thing.
She was.
So I think she knew the whole time that they were planning on,
Oh yeah.
this little sabotage mission.
Oh,
And so she's like, you know what? Let
Mhm.
me just link with Odo and get him distracted.
her appearance at Deep Space Nine at Tarak Nor at this point is no coincidence. She's there on a mission because she has ideas of what's happening. So she goes in there and drops that sticky icky on Odo, and he gets all distracted, and his brain is dumb.
She drops it like it's hot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. She'd be making it clap.
When Odo gets the attitude, drop it like it's hot.
She'd be making that liquid clap. And Odo just loses his shit, dude. And I mean, and we all have a friend who
A
doesn't.
changing clap.
We all have a friend who doesn't get laid a lot, and when they do, it changes their whole perspective. They just drop everybody, and they're like, "That's it. This is it for me now. Like, this is what I'm gonna do for the rest of my life." What did you say? And they get some steady ass, and they're gone. And this is what happened to Odo, essentially. and it's over for him, and it's over for the resistance because now they have Rom. So what's going to happen? I don't know, but it's scary.
Rom's gonna get
I
tortured.
almost watched the next episode. I was like, I need to know what
I
happens.
did kind of want to watch the next episode.
So do I, but that's good television. And I will say this.
Mhm.
I know it won't because it's Star Trek, but this should be the breaking point of the Nerys Odo relationship. Like this.
Like he needs to redeem himself now. Like they need to abandon him and it's like, you're not in the resistance anymore. We're doing our own thing. And then he needs to go out and try to redeem himself.
Because when she confronts him with well, what about Rom? None of that matters. What about the galaxy? What about the fate of all these people? The Federation? None of that matters. So I mean,
That's none of my business.
yeah, he's
He should've
really
been like, oh, Kira, don't you see we're all the ocean and we're the drop?
What you talking about, motherfucker? She swallowed.
Just don't
didn't
worry
she?
about it, man.
She swallowed, didn't she? She swallowed all your link. Mhm.
Would she link you back to back or something?
Mhm. You done gone crazy. But yeah, they need Odo. This should be the breaking point of their relationship. I know it's not going to be again because it's Star Trek, obviously, and because I've seen episodes past this one, but mainly because I know it's Star Trek.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But at least like no other series really would have this kind of discord.
No.
You know, where somebody basically betrays the quote unquote good guys.
Mm-hmm. What are the main characters too? Like what are the main good guys? Got laid and doesn't give a fuck anymore.
Formerly uncorruptible Odo. Once he gets that,
Mhm.
Once he gets, he can't, man. He go crazy. He go cray cray. So and
Link whipped.
that's kind of the end of the episode. Back in space, we have, I guess of course the Defiant was successful in their mission. So hopefully this will help.
They do their little phaser,
Yeah.
Phaser bank ceremony, which is kind of cool, I guess.
Yeah, and I love the line. I think this was at the beginning of the episode when Dax first took over the ship. He calls her Ron, not Rom, but was it Rom? No, Nog calls her Commander because they're talking and he's fixing something. And he's like, soon, Commander, it'll be done soon. And O'Brien's like, hey, man, look, if they're in charge, nautical tradition says who's ever in charge of the ship is captain. And Rom is like, so if I'm in charge of the ship, people will call me captain. And in a very cute little moment between the two of them, O'Brien says, well, if you're in charge of the ship, then we're all done for.
Yeah, there'll be nobody left to call you.
I thought that was a really funny exchange.
Yeah.
You know, I really enjoyed that. But yeah, overall, I know I normally go to the panel first for ratings, but I like this episode. I'm okay with it not being the run and gun shoot 'em up episode. I like the fact that it's a Resistance. I'm going to give this episode a 7. A 7. Jenny, what do you say?
I'm thinking I liked it, but I felt like it was better as a setup for something else. So I'm going to give it a 6.
Nice. A 6. There you go. What about you, Mr. Dennis Black and Asian?
I will split the difference. I think it's like a 6.5.
All right.
I do, they do the old TNG trick where they have stuff happen off screen that's cooler than what's actually happening in the episode with the whole attack on the array. But the Resistance stuff was pretty good, I thought.
Yeah, the Resistance stuff was cool. And this is what you were ogling for. You wanted the Resistance stuff. You were mad that there wasn't enough of it last episode.
Yeah.
And this episode, we really get it.
I feel like I've been linked. They gave me what I needed.
I want to link your mouth to my
That's right.
genitals.
Gulp, gulp.
I'm going to go link myself after the show's over.
Yeah.
So much hot linking.
Just keep the Zoom meeting open here.
Yeah.
gonna do some linking.
That'll cost extra for the Patreons.
Yeah.
You want to watch Dennis and I link? That's gonna cost you.
It's Link 69.
It's gonna cost you big time. But yeah, so yeah, this episode is cool, man. Like,
I would have loved to seen the female changeling like come out of Odo with her legs coming down and hitting the floor. Like, oh my god, what was she doing?
She getting kinky on him. This is the scariest weird sex I've ever seen.
Yeah.
But I mean, so far, season 6 is off to a great start.
I will say I do like Damar. I like
yeah.
that they're making this guy instead of just random Cardassian dude. Like he has personality and he's got his own agenda. He wants to be a Gull someday.
Yeah.
So I think that's pretty cool.
Me too.
It's nice to see somebody other than Gul Dukat that has personality, that you want to get invested in this character.
And a real shyster.
Yeah.
Like he'd sell out his grandma to get ahead, and I really dig it. I think it's awesome.
All he wants is a good drink and a promotion.
And he wants to talk about his awesome shit that he does because he's a boozer.
Yeah. Is he trying to fuck Quark? He's trying to impress Quark so Quark will link with him?
Yeah, baby, we're gonna link, but wait, we don't do that. But no, we gonna link. You don't know what.
Come on, let me touch your ear, Quark. Come here.
Let me rub your lobe.
Let me give you some umats, baby.
I'm gonna rub my dick.
I'm drunk. I don't give a fuck.
Rub my dick all over your lobes. That way we both get off.
My little cobra dick.
Cobra dick, cobra dick, cobra dick, cobra dick. Diddly diddly.
Somebody out there has to have drawn a Cardassian dick.
It's probably got a little spoon head. It's probably got a little spoon head on it, I bet.
Like, I'm sure that'll show up on the first page of Google results.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have to dive too deep in the internet to find that. Incognito mode.
No,
I didn't even put it in incognito mode.
Oh, no. You don't care anymore.
No, I don't care.
The Russians know, man. The Russians know. It doesn't matter.
And after that jib joint thing we saw today, that trial or the testimony by Mueller, nobody cares.
Yeah.
As long as he's got an R in front of his name, they're good.
R for
yeah,
Russian.
like the third picture on the Google image search came up with was a weird looking fucking thing. It's not what I would imagine. This is bizarre. Look, I'm gonna send it to you guys.
Share it in the thing so we can
just share your screen.
I'm not gonna go Googling that yet.
I'll share it on I'll share it in the messenger thing. Actually, can I? I don't know how to do that.
Just go to that green button right there that says share.
All right. Hold on.
I
forget how to do this shit.
You don't want to see your other tabs, Jenny?
You freak.
No, I don't care. You can see all the porn that got up there. Here we go.
Changeling porn.
I don't know if I did it right. Oh, here we go. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Okay.
Oh!
Wow, that looks like it hurts.
Yeah, that looks like a slug.
It looks like a SETI eel.
Yeah, that's weird.
But I like how they show it in its soft state and its erect state.
Is that a picture of Gul Dukat raping his daughter? What the fuck is going on in that picture?
I don't know. It's weird though. I don't like it.
I'm not clicking on that one. I have my limits.
But yeah, it looks like a slug.
Yeah, it looks like something that H.R. Geiger would design.
Yeah, it's very strange.
I can definitely see that.
And it doesn't surprise me.
Here we go.
Whoa.
Nice.
How do these ridges go down?
That's right. Look at my scales, baby.
Yeah, that's the only one I could find, surprisingly. So
there you go. Not bad. It's kind of creepy.
I don't know how to stop sharing now. Here we go. There. All right.
So so that's
a lot of people have that problem, Jenny. A lot of people don't know how to stop sharing.
It's true.
That's what Facebook is for.
Yeah.
Totally. And today there'll be 2 episodes up because I forgot to put the last week's episode out. So you'll get 2 episodes of Dork Trek back to back.
Oh, so they get to hear me complain about not seeing Resistance and then being satisfied by seeing Resistance?
Yes.
All in the same day?
Isn't that wonderful?
That's awesome.
Yeah. That's how life should be. Instantaneous results.
Yeah.
So that's the episode, everybody. Thank you so much for listening.
thank you to Ben for joining us briefly. Enjoy Star Trek, and we will talk to you guys next week.
Bye.